my screen here and tell you what we're going to do. This is a video series on doing all our parts. We're going to do all the sides of our box, our automata box, and the cam as a multi-view. All right, so these are all multi-views. You come to the right place if you need to figure out how to do that. So let's get going. Here is OnShape. So the first thing that we are going to do, folks, is open up, and I've got a ton of bottom pieces, as you can see. We are going to pick any one of my bottom pieces. Let's just pick this bottom piece here. We are going to open it up. Mine's a little laggy today, but bear with me. We're going to do all our multi-views. Here's number one. Okay, so open up your bottom piece. It should be the red piece. Looks like this. Okay, I think it's 4 by 4.5. And what we are going to do is right click on part 1. And I want you to go right in the middle where it says create drawing of part 1. Hit that. It is going to come to inch, no views. That is standard. That's what we want. So hit OK. Now watch me first. It is going to place a multi-view sheet, one that we would send to get manufactured anywhere. And there it be. All right. When I move my cursor, look what happens. It is going to put the front view, two-dimensional front view. Don't put it too far down, just above our little signature block to the right. Left click it in. Move your cursor up. Left click it in. Okay. If that didn't happen for you, you can go ahead and try it again. Just delete it and try it again. That's what I would recommend. But once you put those two in, you got this little directional arrow thing. Come back to the front view so it highlights. Left click. Go back to the right. Move your cursor, and there's your isometric. Left click. Left click on the front view again. Move it to the right. Left click it in. Folks, this is your front top right ISO. OnShape has done it for you. Go ahead and hit escape. We're going to make this piece a color. If you right click on it and go up to where it says show hide, and we want to show shaded view, and it will turn it red. The only thing that we need left is to dimension this thing fully. So if we sent this away, we are going to get it built. So we need 3 dimensions for this. We need the width, the height, and the depth. So I want you to hit D on your keyboard, all right, or hit up here for dimension. You're going to pick this for your width. You could also pick this one right here. That is the same width, but we don't want 2 of them. All right, I'm going to delete that. I just wanted to show you that we could do that. You also do not want to put dimensions in this margin. Okay, you want to keep them inside here, this little playing area inside here, unless it gets too crowded. Then sometimes we can use it here. But that is the width. I could do the height here, all right? But I'm going to choose to put it on this one so we spread the wealth. So there's my height of 4 inches. Notice that these aren't up like that they are inside the middle as best we can. And then our depth is this little line here. How thick is it? You can either put it like that or put it there. Either one. There are your 3 dimensions. Guess what? That's your first multi-view. It is done. You're going to take a screenshot of this with your name in the right corner and go ahead and put that in the Word document provided in Teams. And go ahead and hit close. It'll automatically save. Don't worry about that. And we are going to pick our left to right piece. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm waiting for mine to come. Come on. Come on. Left to right piece. Go ahead and click on your left to right piece. You must have all these pieces, must have all your side pieces done to be able to do this. There's our left to right piece, the one that's white with the hole in the middle. A little sip of coffee. Right click on part in the browser. Same thing. Create drawing. No views. Inches. Hit OK. It is going to put you into this screen right chair. Okay. Wait for it. Take your front view, put it a little to the left, lower left. Mine's a little laggy. If you don't go too far down, because then your other one's gonna be on there. So you want to make sure it's just a little above. Left click, move the cursor up, left click. Now, let me show you what happens. If somehow you hit escape or you entered in here and then you can't, when you left click, it doesn't happen. You're going to have to come back up here where it says projected view, re-click that, and then hit your front view and project from your front view, because everything is based on your front view. Left click again, and there is my right side. Hit escape on your keyboard, right click on that, show hide. It shows shaded view. It makes it white. And guess what? Same dimensions. Width, height, 4 inches. That's 4 by 4. Depth, this little line. I'm going really close. There's my depth. This time I'll put it in that way. The other thing that we need for this one is we need the circle. All right, so click on the edge of the circle, pull it at an angle. It should be 0.3. We also need to know the location dimension. So we need to know the center. So watch, scroll in, click the center of the circle and the top of the line, and then move that over. Okay, and then the center of the circle and the right line. Those now give me distances for where to place the circle. And guess what, folks? Multi-view number 2 is done. Go ahead and hit close, and it is automatically saved. 2 more left. That's it. We are going to do front back A. All right, so let's open up front back A piece. It's the blue piece with the holes, 2 holes. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. Should be this one right here. All right, we got the blue piece with 2 holes. Guess what we're going to do? We'll go over to part 1 in the browser, right click, hit create drawing, hit OK. Your front view should come up when I move the cursor, and we're going to place it in the lower left. So here is our lower left, left click. All right, move your cursor up. I'm going to do this all in one motion. Left click, click my front view again, put it up to the right. There's my isometric. Left click front view, move it over to the right. And there's all my 4 views. Front, top, right, and ISO, hit escape. Right click on that, show hide, hit show shaded view, should come up blue. And let's dimension. First, the main 3, the big 3. Width, height, over on this one. Depth. Notice how I've done the same thing on all 3 pieces so far. There's my depth, okay? Now, let me show you a little trick. We have two circles that are both same size, 0.5. So let's do one. And to save clutter, if I put it like that, do you see this little box that comes up here? Put your cursor in it and it opens up. And then I want you to go to the right to the empty box and hit ×2, enter, click in white space, left click in white space, and it'll say 0.500 times 2. So the manufacturer is going to know that that one also is going to be dimensioned. All right. We also need to do location. Center to the top. Okay. Pull that out. See how I'm pulling it away? Center to the right. And that's 1.5. And then we're going to do it over on the left side. Center to the top. Now, because we have so much to the right, I am going to break my rule and put it in the margin. All right. And then we're going to do center to the left, which should be 1.5. And we'll put that to the left. Folks, that is probably the hardest one, and that is fully dimensioned. All right. Good to go. Go ahead and close that document, and we are done with that one. And really the last one, well, not the last one of the sides is probably the easiest one. It's the front back B piece. So let's find that front back A. I see a ton of A's. Where's my front back B? Here we go. Front back B. Come on, B. All right. It's opening up. That is going to be the other blue piece with no holes in it. All right. This should be one of the simpler ones. Go on to part 1, right click, create drawing of part 1. Go ahead and hit OK. It is going to load. Put your front view, lower left. Move it up. Top view, right above it. Left click on the front view, move it over to the right, upper right. Here's your ISO, left click front, move it over. There we go. Then I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to right click, show hide, show shaded view, dimension, width, height over on the right. Notice how I'm doing the same thing every time. No reason to get complicated. And I'll do it that way this time. All done. Screenshot of that. You have now completed all of the sides. The only thing left that we're going to do is the cam. All right, we're going to dimension the cam, and that's fairly basic, not too bad. It's just a couple circles that we have to do, and the depth. So eccentric cam. Go ahead and pull that open. Mine is slow tonight. All right. Take a few more sips of my coffee. Okay, so ready, right click, part 1, create drawing of part 1, hit OK. Here she comes, here comes the cam. And come on, front view, right there. All right, left click, move your cursor up, your mousey or your trackpad, left click. And notice it looks like a rectangle because that's what it looks like for the front, for the top view. Left click the front, move it up or right. Look at that little isometric. Left click the front, move it over to the right, and that's what it looks like from the side. All right, hit D for dimension. Outside circle, 2 inches. Little tiny circle, 0.3. All right, we need also the distance from the center of the circle to the center of that circle, which is going to be the dotted line. Just let the dotted line highlight, left click the next dotted line. Now, I told you to put whatever you wanted, so your distance might be different as long as you've got the arrows pointed in between like this. So it's saying the distance, you're okay. And the only other thing that we have to do is the depth. I'll pick this line, pull it out, 0.750 is it. One thing I did forget to do is to shade it. So I'm going to right click, show hide, shaded view. And there is my last multi-view. Screenshot, put it in the Word document. Thanks for playing, everybody. Have a wonderful evening.